favor?
Aye.
Good evening, everybody. Very brief tonight. Bills for the period of July 12th through the 25th total $1,367,918.77. The five largest of those bills: Adjo Sewer Project, $539,345.40. That's grant money. Scout Construction for the dock project, $147,907.40. That's also grant money. New York State Employee Health, $129,175.87. That's our August health insurance. Village of Skidmore, 9-year renewal policies, $75,856.76. And Town of Brookhaven for dumping fees, $38,211.11, and they total $930,496.54.
Motion to accept consent.
Motion.
Any questions, deletions, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
That's all I have. Thank you. Is there a transfer? There you go.
You can't pull this up, it's on. Does anybody else?
What?
The transfer?
Did you get the transfer?
Yeah, I have the transfers, you want to read them?
Just tell me what they were.
Okay, cash balances, no, transfers, her requested BID for miscellaneous 7,500 to Riverfront Promotions.
Motion. Second.
Second.
And then there's a loan.
There's a loan. Oh, loan from general fund, capital projects fund, $1,072,237.73. That's from the general fund to the capital projects fund, and from the general fund to the community development fund, $10,384.71, for a total of $1,082,622.44.
They will be reimbursed.
Motion second.
Aye.
And if you have the cash
I
balance.
have the cash balances.
That's for your info.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thanks. Have a
Cheers.
I didn't even have it.
Okay. Please take notice of a public hearing to be held by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Patchogue on July 25th, 2016 at 6 p.m. Patchogue Village Hall, 14 Baker Street, regarding the filing by the building inspector of a report containing the findings and recommendations regarding certain structures situated on the premises known as 247 West Avenue, Patchogue, New York, designated by the following tax map number, District 0204, Section 16, Block 7, Lot 004, and reputably owned by Stephen Moore, in which said report finds that the structure is unsafe and dangerous to the public and recommends its immediate demolition and removal. Any resident of the Village of Patchogue is entitled to be heard at such public hearing. I order the Board of Trustees of the Village of Patchogue, dated July 11, 2016.
To read for the record, I have a memo here from Peter Sarich, Chief Building Inspector, Egan, tax police fine damage assessment report filed with this office by J.R. Holzmarker, P.E. LLC, concerning the level of damage occurred as a result of the fire on March 26, 2015. Report details extensive damage to the building, the building structure, components, electrical, plumbing, and heating system. Total amount of engineers calculated the roof material, exterior structure loads to be 100%. The further calculated the electrical plumbing systems to be at 100% less. Based on this report and on personal observations, I recommend that the board trustees and the board such activities to secure the village code declare the building unsafe and order to be demolished and the surrounding property to clear the hazards, including fallen trees, abandoned boats, and square foot. So that's a 247 West Ave, and the rest right down to the village. Mr. Reed.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, good evening, members of the Board of Trustees. First, let me ask, is anyone here from Mr. Moore's property, 247 West Avenue? Anybody here for the public hearing? Okay. Now, there'll be comments afterwards from members of the public, but I just want to see if there's any actual appearance, either by an attorney or by a member of representing him. Okay. 247 West Avenue is not a stranger to this board. This house has significant fire damage. This house was also subject to a case in the Supreme Court, where we asked the Supreme Court for permission to enter the property. We had originally asked the property owner for that permission. He had opposed it via counsel. Following an extensive hearing at which our chief building inspector testified, Justice Daniel Martin of the Supreme Court ordered the inspection to take place by our village engineers, J.R. Holzmacher. Mr. Mucilli is here. He's going to be testifying in just a few moments. Mr. Mucilli conducted the inspection. Following the conduct inspection, he filed a report, which the building inspector then filed his order under 162.6 to repair or remove the dangerous, hazardous, unsafe structure. Gave the property owner a 30-day time frame to remove the structure. He did not do so, thus necessitating the hearing tonight. At this time, I'd like to call Mr. Mucilli up, and if he could just, why don't you come to the stand here, sir? And why don't you just run through the board some of your findings from the inspection.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Board of Trustees, Stephen Mucilli from J.R. Holtzman Consulting Engineers. We were retained by the village to inspect the house after the fire had taken place. I believe it was March 26th, 2015. We did our inspection in February 12th of 2016. It was myself and a co-worker. We entered the property, went onto the porch. The entire porch was very unstable. It was burnt through from underneath. As the porch shook when we walked on it, so did the front end of the structure. We were able to see the roof. All the rafters have been burnt almost all the way through. There's really nothing that's salvageable. And it was clear to see after taking just 1 or 2 steps inside the dwelling that all of the wall studs have been completely burnt. The floor was burnt. There was a lot of debris in there that obviously burnt. Nothing looked salvageable at all. We were able to see about halfway through the structure. At that point, we left. We went around the back of the house and we were able to see in through a rear window, which I believe you all have the pictures of this, where you can see that the fire actually went through the rest of the structure. So we have every reason to believe that there was nothing that was missed on this fire. Also, there was a vent in the upper roof that you can see flames that came out of that on the back end of the house. So between what we're able to see and damage to the outside of the house, it was safe to assume that this house had been burnt from one end to the other, and there was nothing structurally salvageable at all about this house. It was a 100% loss. The kind of heat that was generated in this type of fire would certainly damage the electrical system beyond repair. The plumbing system, because of its age, we're sure is copper with sweated fittings. All of that would have let loose in the fire and get deformed as well. So there's no plumbing, there's no electrical left, there's certainly no structural left. We did not investigate the foundation at all to go underneath because, as I said, we felt it was unsafe to enter the dwelling. We weren't going to go underneath the dwelling. So it's a pretty fair assumption that this is all been laid to waste. I would recommend, however, you demolish the building. You can have a professional take a look at the structure, the foundation, to see if there is anything that's salvageable there. We can't say, but I don't think there is.
How old suspecting that was?
How old was the house? Oh, it's almost around 80 years or something like that. It was one of the older ones. Yeah.
The village code has a standard of unsafe or hazardous building that provides those, quote, those which, exclusive of the foundation, show 33% or more of damage or deterioration of the supporting member or members, or 50% of damage or deterioration of the non-supporting, enclosing, or outside walls or covering. In your report, you made certain professional evaluations, and the first one was, just for the record, what is the percentage of loss of the roof?
100%.
What is the percentage of loss of the interior?
Also 100%.
And what is the percentage of loss of the exterior?
Also 100%. There's no way to repair one of them.
And the electrical and plumbing systems, what is the estimate of the loss?
100%.
questions from Mr. Mucilli?
Yeah, I do. You mentioned the foundation, that you would inspect the foundation, or is that gonna be filled in and taken away?
Well, it would, you would demolish the structure, and you look to see if there's anything that is, salvageable on this. This happened to be a block foundation, if I remember correctly, which would certainly be more highly impacted by the heat than if it was just a slab on grade, where the foundation walls and the utilities going down below. We didn't go underneath the structure to look at it. It was snowing, or had snowed before that. There was a lot of debris up against the outside of the house as well. So it was something that was very difficult to ascertain. I don't believe there's any reason that any of that would try to be salvaged. That would have to be dug out and moved in a new foundation installed.
Were there any other buildings on property?
On that property, no, I know there was there was a shed in the back. There was also a boat, I believe, on the south side, a rather large boat that a tree had fallen on. It wasn't one of the
The
better.
shed go down as well? The shed go down as well?
Yes, the chief building inspector recommended the property be cleared.
In fact, I don't even think it was a shed per se, if I remember correctly. It might have been a trailer, like off the back of a truck with two big, swinging doors on it, with a chain lock.
Now, did you recommend that the foundation be taken out?
His recommendation was that it just be demolished. Generally, whatever structure is demolished, generally that foundation is also removed and the property is filled.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mucilli.
Any questions from the public?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to affirm the order of the building inspector regarding 247 West Avenue and direct the village attorney to take all legal steps necessary regarding this property.
Motion, second.
Second.
Any other questions, concerns? In favor?
Aye.
Okay. Mr. Smith is a, Kennedy meeting downtown. And, the Kennedys and the Mucillis. Trustee Krieger.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I understand this Thursday night, they estimate about 25,000 people on Main Street for Live at 5, and as usual, I want to commend our public safety officers for a job well done. No instances, serious instances were reported, and dealing with 25,000 people in such a closed-in space is a lot of work, and it's it can be hazardous at times and difficult, but our guys once again shine through and make it safe and a good event for everybody. So I want to thank Chief Burbridge and all the guys on the team for a good job.
Let's not forget something.
And of course, Suffolk County Police. We couldn't do it without any of those groups doing that. A lot of traffic, a lot of people, and I know that everybody, with Light at the Fire, as long as everybody comes, has a good time and gets home safe. And that's what we strive to do. And our public safety officers do a great job on that. I want to thank them. Theater. This Wednesday, News 12 will be featuring the Village of Patchogue on their hometown smackdown or something. And they're going to be staging their broadcast at the Patchogue River. So starts at 5 a.m. I'll be there. So let's know from the mayor when we get to it. So if anybody wants to come down at 5 a.m. to cheer us on, more than welcome. No, it's just in the morning. We do it in the morning. And they're going to be featuring Patchogue Theater, people from Priscilla on Gateway. They're going to be doing part of the show for the News 12. There's also going to be bagels from Goldberg's and other stores going to be there. Colony shops going to be doing picture.
What time is that? 'Cause I'll be there.
7:15.
Look at me.
So if you're up and about, come on down and show your support for the Village of Patchogue. It's a good event, and not every village is featured. It's a good thing that Patchogue is going to be featured. So. I'd like to request approval authorizing the mayor to enter into an municipal agreement with the Town of Brookhaven in relation to the jetty located at the mouth of the Patchogue River. Is there a motion?
Second.
Okay, just an update on that. We're in a process now, obviously, we've done the IMA piece of it. And we're talking about the east jetty going out of the Patchogue River. The estimate is about $1.1 million to do it. We received $650,000 from Senator Krawczyk, $600,000 for the jetty itself, $50,000 for the navigational lighting at the end, $300,000 for the Town of Brookhaven, $80,000 from Town of Brookhaven's CDA. One of the things that we're doing on top of the jetty is putting a fishing pier. There's a snapper fishing boat to be able to walk out on the pier itself towards the lighthouse. That's the deal that we're going to get. Village of Patchogue, we're putting in $100,000 towards it also. We'll be going out to bid probably within the next 60 days. Hopefully be able to get started on it. Late fall, definitely early spring. And the issue with that jetty is the sand comes along, the scallops along the shoreline. We need to fill in the mouth of the river, which we would spend $1 million, before 2006-07. So that project will be going, and you've heard his name a number of times, is Senator Krawczyk. In the last 2 years, Senator Krawczyk has given to this community close to $1.3 million. There's $600,000 from the jetty, $50,000 for the navigation for the jetty project. We just received that, came last year, and as you may have seen in the paper, we've just received another $620,000 from Senator Krawczyk. And if you had read the advance, hopefully you did, but we did. We'll be paving Bay Avenue, but not paving sidewalks on Bay Avenue, from Carmen to Shorefront. There'll be sidewalks on Ryder Avenue, Carmen, all the way down to Old Owl Park. Cedar Avenue, both sides, where it needs to be filled in, down to the ferry, same thing on West Ave. So, he has been a real friend to the community, and has not said no to anything that we asked him. It's a real pleasure to do it.
That's it, sir.
No, it's a real pleasure. We need to do that. Mr. Keyes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, fellow board members, ladies and gentlemen. We recently had a Parks planning meeting, Dennis Smith, Mayor Musso, the mayor, a few others, Peter Sarich. As you all know, we received a $5 million donation a year or so ago, right? And there were some plans to do something to every single park. Obviously, $5 million doesn't get us what we would like to do and what the suggestions actually were. So, we're going to visit and analyze each park and begin to make some real significant improvements so that every neighborhood and every park will be more usable, more friendly, and much more exciting places to bring your kids than they are right now. We took a look at Father Tatoa Park last week. We're going to take a look at Belzec Park this coming week. A lot of great suggestions. Some of the suggestions from our from the engineering and the architectural. I mean, there were things that we can really do without. You don't have to spend $17 million to make it. So something really usable and a great recreational place for everybody, for kids and adults. With the experiences we've had down at Shorefront, Maria just busy over the last several years with the new private playgrounds, and there's so much out there that we are now familiar with, having done so much work down there, and so many creative ideas came out of that meeting, I think. And so hopefully sooner rather than later we'll start to see something happen in all the parks. I know we've been getting several emails from residents, wondering what exactly we're going to do. As I said, we could dump the $5 million all into the Shorefront and we wouldn't do everything we like to do there. That means that we wouldn't touch any of the other parks. This way, by spreading it out a little bit and making these great improvements at reasonable cost, I think everybody's going to be pretty satisfied with that. In light of this oppressive heat wave, the Patchogue pool will be open an extra hour every day. We started yesterday, so on Sunday it will be open till 7. Monday to Saturday will be open till 8 o'clock. So an extra hour each day to help us out, through this heat wave. Hopefully the heat wave breaks. If it continues, then we'll consider it again, continuing that. But I think that's been really good. A lot of the pool's been packed. A lot of people using that. I think that extra hour, especially at that time of night, really helps. All for the same price. No extra charge for the extra hour. So, and speaking of bargains, Mr. Mayor, I'm sure you remember what happens on August 2nd, next Tuesday, is the first day of a big blue bag bonanza. And we'll start. This is bigger than my bike pocket. I'm telling you, this is bigger.
This is.
Several years ago, you remember we had our super cycle storage sale. This is a big blue bag bonanza. We're distributing. You guys got to show the bags that you have, by the way. They're really good. I'm a little bit jealous of them. That bag that you showed me at the farmer's market,
we had that
little jealous. But we will be giving out the reusable bags, one per every household, and as an extra treat tonight, so that you people don't have to wait online next August 2nd. I took the liberty of bringing some bags, which I'd like to distribute to everybody here. It's in the audience. I'm assuming, of course, you are village residents. So I'm going to ask Treasurer Krawczyk to help me out just a little bit. We'll put these down and start passing around it. Everybody here, look how big, beautiful bags. Reusable. Are you a village resident? Show for us. I'll save you the wait next Tuesday. You don't need a bag. Never should have used. Big blue bag bonanza. I also have one for you. I'll take one, pass it around. This is a jump, you guys. I don't do this for everybody. One per household.
This is not even a half a day of the whole.
And,
Very nice to meet you. I have to give a shout out to Emily Gaddy. She was relentless getting the price down, getting the bag cheaper.
well, I think it's okay if the members of the press get a bag as well. They kind of help.
Jeez, thanks. Okay.
Dion already has one. I gave him
Oh, yeah, you have to bring it to every meeting now.
Just please, please use the bags, get in the habit of using it now. All your neighbors are going to be jealous when they see you got that bag and they don't have it. They're going to have to come wait online for it. And by the way, I just heard tonight that the county is back on track with doing something with the single-use bag legislation, so hopefully that will pass as well. Okay, my wish list. Requesting approval for Patchogue River schools to use the right-of-way of the tennis courts for the South Ocean Middle School tennis team from September 6th to November 12th between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. for games and practices. Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Requesting approval to hire Jared Remian as a basketball instructor at $10 an hour. Motion.
Second.
Requesting approval to hire Hannah Venegas as a pool attendant at $9 an hour. Motion.
Second.
You request approval to hire Joseph Abadi as basketball instructor at $9 an hour and as a parking attendant at $9 an hour. Motion.
Save that.
I'm going to assume that he doesn't do it at the same time. Arabia is another parking attendant. It's the second parking attendant.
Oh, second one, please.
When Abadi's playing basketball, Arabia does the park.
Motivated.
On fire tonight.
Nice.
Thank you. I also also have a resolution that I'm going to ask the board to adopt. As you know, this kind of goes back to our parks, plan vision for the parks. We've been actively pursuing any grant opportunities that come about. And so this resolution kind of pertains to that a little bit. Read the whole thing, I guess, Brian? Enjoy it? Okay. Resolution authorizing Paul B. Pontieri, Jr., Mayor, with John A. Krieger, Deputy Mayor, to act on behalf of the Village of Patchogue in all matters pertaining to local waterfront revitalization program, environmental protection fund assistance for design, engineering, and permitting for the living shoreline at Shorefront Park. Living shoreline. Whereas the Village of Patchogue, after due consideration, has determined that replacing the bulkhead at Shorefront Park with a softer living shoreline, following the policies in the village's LWRP to protect the waterfront areas and minimize loss of life structures and natural resources from flooding and erosion. And whereas the first phase of the project is the design, engineering, and permitting to construction documents. And whereas the application for state assistance in the Environmental Protection Fund requires a resolution designating a representative to act on behalf of the Village of Patchogue in all matters related to this request for financial assistance. Now therefore be resolved by the Village Board of the Village of Patchogue that the Mayor or Deputy Mayor is the representative authorized to act on behalf of the Village in all matters relating to state assistance under the New York State Environmental Protection Fund. The Mayor or Deputy Mayor is also authorized to make application, execute the necessary contract, and any required memorandums of understanding, submit project documentation, and otherwise act for the village's governing body in all matters related to the project and to state assistance, and be it further resolved that the Village of Patchogue is authorized to fund its portion of the cost of the project as described in the application in an amount not to exceed the value of $150,000, and that the funds and/or in-kind match will be available to undertake the project.
It's just resolved that this will take effect.
Okay, resolved that the village board hereby directs the village clerk to prepare as many necessary documents immediately. So I propose that we adopt the resolution. May I have a second?
Second.
Aye. Okay. And just so you know, one of the benefits of the grant that we've got for the parks is our ability to leverage some of that money for state grants, and that's what this is about. It's about putting the state grant in an amount accessible to what we can normally do, probably within $1 million range. By doing that, we now, out of the grant, we have the money for leveraging this. If there's all of these grants going to require a certain percentage, we'll be leveraging this.
Yeah, we have a few grants actually that we use.
Yes, so we're really able to do quite a number of things, up to and including the matching funds for the sidewalks and the parks. So the grant, we're able to take the grant that we got from the National Foundation and really expand it to a great leveraging those dollars.
Yeah, I mean, that could we really use too, for some of the grants that are applying for. That's all I have. Would you like me to do this?
We need to have a second.
Second.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we did?
Would you like me to do South Pole? Would you like me to do South? Trustee Felice is requesting approval for Joe Dean and Larry Williams for two of the E1 Pumps Factory in Saratoga, New York,
Sounds exciting.
August 9th to 10th. E1 will be paying for food and accommodations. They obviously have not seen Joe Dean. I'm sorry. E1 will be paying for food and accommodations. That's a motion, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I'm sure you'd like to hear me say that's all I have.
Sounds like a job.
Mr. Ferb?
I have nothing.
Good evening, everybody. I just have one announcement to make. I wanted to let everybody know that on August 7th at 7 p.m., the Parks Department, the Patchogue Arts Council, and Northeast Stage are presenting a production of Shakespeare's As You Like It at the Band Shell. It's a free performance, and it's the first time that Northeast Stage will be performing here in Patchogue. Typically, they perform every summer in Greenport, and I had the opportunity to meet some of their representatives at an arts conference. I got to talking, and yeah, so we're very excited about it. Spread the word. We want to see a lot of people in their folding chairs on Sunday, August 7th, 7 to 9 p.m. Okay? So that's all I have for this evening.
Yeah, and something.
You got my clippings.
supposed to be one of the lighter Shakespeare's.
Yes, well, you have to get on the Trustee Brinkman.
Good evening, everyone. Just two things this evening. Number one, I'm really excited to announce that by the end of the week, the Patchogue new website will be up and running. I've spent about 2 weeks fine-tuning and detailing it. We'll even have access through Novus Agenda for all village residents to have access to the packets for our board meetings and all the minutes. So I'm really, really, really excited to announce that. So check in this week and see how you like our new website.
I can just say one thing. Sue
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
worked so hard on this. It's been a long time coming, as a lot of you know, and she just took the bull by the horns and just got done with school, and now she's here every day. I have to tell her to go home. But it's really to her hard work and her amazing ability to understand this.
So thank you, Patty. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy this project a lot, and it's a great benefit to our residents to be able to have this kind of information at their fingertips and see all the great work that's taking place here in the village. So I'm really excited to have been a part of that project.
Good job.
And I'm off tomorrow to Brooklyn, catching an early train for my next class for the New York State Archiving Inventory Program. So I'm really excited to take this second class. So that's my next big push is to continue that project, focusing mainly on the building department to inventory it and to work into a more laser-finished electronic filing of documents. Laser.
Did they give you access to grant applications?
Yes, that is my hope. I have met the director, Lorraine Hill is the director of the New York State Archives for this region. And that's why I'm traveling all the way to Brooklyn, because she is again teaching a class. And her ability to teach everyone how to do this properly is amazing. So what I'm going to be able to do is then invite her here after that. If I take that class, she'll be able to come here and help me provide support for the needs assessment that we're going to do, and then apply for the grant in March. So, yeah, that's my goal, my next goal.
Sweet.
Nothing more. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Anything else from the board? Public? Any comments? Any thoughts? Motion to
I'd like to wish Mayor Krieger happy birthday. Happy birthday.
we adjourn on Shakespeare.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay.